My name is Xitong Zhong, and today I'm talk about the review media concept through K-drama. I will go through the introduction, cosmopolitanism, hybridity, transnational proximity, and the conclusion. With the rise of Asian media in the field of transnational consumption, Asian media not only affects the consumption and dissemination of media in the region, but also in the world. Hallyu is worldwide popular right now, with more and more K-dramas being broadcast in the West and being popular with fans all around the world. I choose the K-drama is called Queens of Tears. Queens of Tears is a humorous, suspensive, and romantic K-drama that released on March 9, 2024. It has gained a lot of attention, especially through Netflix. The reason for choosing this drama it is because it's very popular in Asia and the West. According to the Netflix data, Queens of Tears was the #1 in viewership multiple times during its run, #1 in the non-English language category, and #1 in 41 countries. This is a representative transnational media work. I will start with the cosmopolitanism first. This concept refers to the willingness to contact different culture and reflect, rather than pursue unity. The pop cosmopolitanism is a global mode of cultural communication by the collective participation of fans and consumers on transnational media network. The Queens of Tears is popular not only within the Asia but also in the West as a pop cosmopolitans who want different cultural experience and perspective. Western fans actively seek K-drama to learn about new cultures and language and embrace cultural diversity. Many Western fans love K-drama because they offer fantasy that allows them to escape to a different cultural world for a predictable but romance with handsome, caring men. At the same time, K-drama and their fans also provide opportunity to develop and expand cultural knowledge, perspective, and worldviews. The Queens of Tears has been remediating by fans and sharing with worldwide range on social media platform. They will add the English and Chinese or other language subtitle in the video to share the episode and discuss the relationship between the main character, discussion what's going on in drama. I want to mention the private cosmopolitanism here because in China we cannot watch the Queens of Tears on the formal media platform. Chinese audience only watch the Queens of Tears with subtitle provided by some 字幕组. Fan captioning of media text provides an alternative way for media product to be consumed by a wider transnational audience. Let's move on to the hybridity. Hybridity is a blending global and local cultural elements to create something new and unique. The consumption experience of K-drama reflects the characteristic of hybridity, which is a complex combination of fantasy and reality. In the Queens of Tears, we see this in several ways. So the Queens of Tears mix romance with suspense and comedy elements, creating a unique hybrid genre. And the Western fans are attracted to the romantic style of K-drama because the narrative provides them a fantasy that can help them escape from the reality for a second. Even though the Queens of Tears looks like a clinch Korean drama, but they use a completely different genre role setup to bring a new consumption experience to the audience. The character will speak English and Chinese in some plots, and they also mix the English lyrics and Korean lyrics in their OST. This is further highlights its cultural hybridity. The last one I want to talk about is the transnational proximity. This concept mainly refers to specific characteristics shared by the audience groups who have experienced similar social cultural practice, especially the global youth, rather than resonating because they share the same language or cultural background. And the romance is a universal concept with significant discourse appeal. It is used in many TV dramas, including K-drama. The meaning of the romance in dramas is way beyond the cultural boundary. So in the Queens of Tears, they doesn't rely on the language or specific elements of Korean culture to attract audience, although the language, plot, or cultural elements of the drama are Korean. The core emotional and moral issues they convey, such as self-identity, family, responsibility, and love problems, are ones that global audience, especially the youth audience, can understand and relate to. In another word, the universality has helped the Queens of Tears break through the language and cultural barriers and successfully resonate with the audience from all over the world and to become a transnational popular TV series. The dramas also promote the reflections on people's challenge in love, whether we forgotten why we fell in love after a long relationship, how we interact with our family, and some reality problem between the couples, some job pressure. All the themes that we mentioned go beyond the cultural boundaries. And the drama also available on the platforms like Netflix, along with the different language subtitle allows the international audience to connect with the story. Through the transnational proximity and its universality, this global engagement creates a transnational audience. People from different cultures can connect and discuss the same story through social media. The universality in the Queens of Tears makes the audience feels like this is their story. So this is one of the reasons why they are so popular around the world. In conclusion, I use the three concepts, which is cosmopolitanism, hybridity, and transnational proximity, as a framework to examine the link between the Queens of Tears and its audience. Streaming platforms such as Netflix has made the K-dramas available to the global audience, making their contents available in more countries. The cultural universality and shared social media theme of this drama promote cross-border connections and allow different audience to empathize with this story. K-dramas not only integrate local and global elements, but also allow the audience to have romantic and realistic consumption experience in the content, showing a hybridity that appeals to both Western and Asian audience. Their universality allows each group to find a sense of belonging and identity in these stories. Fans of Western K-dramas have become pop cosmopolitans, actively seeking alternative and authentic cultural experience through media from different cultural backgrounds. The universality of the romantic theme further strengthened the connection and reflection between the transnational audience of the Queens of Tears, making the Queens of Tears a representative transnational media.